So mini review number 4 will consist of actually 2 different videos. One of them I'm going to do on paper right here, and then the other one, problem number 3, I'd like to do on Delta Math. So that's why there's 2 different types. Oops. It's over. All right. So this comes from assignment number 22, and there's one at the beginning of the year, but both of these are taken care of in assignment 22. So number 1 says find the inverse function in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Remember, f of x is the same thing as y equals. So in order to do an inverse, what you're doing is you're switching your x and your y. That's simple enough, but the problem is now we have to solve for y. So in this case, I'm going to add 10 to both sides, and I'm sorry, there's not a whole lot of room on this. So I have x plus 10 equals 5 halves y. Now to get y by itself, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, 2 over 5. So those cancel out. And then I have to multiply this entire side, by 2 over 5. Did that wrong. 2 over 5. So school's over. What I end up with is y equals 2/5 x plus 10. And of course, algebra 2, we have to simplify. So I have 2/5 x, and that would be 2/5 times 10 is 4. We don't want to write y equals because our problem started in function notation. So I'm going to say the inverse function of x. The next problem is the same idea, it's just more involved. We're still finding our inverse. So here's my y. I'm going to switch my x and y. So x equals 3y plus 5 over y plus 5. And this is where the trick is. There are 2 y terms in this problem. So I'm going to cross multiply. Basically, I'm multiplying both sides by y plus 5. That goes away. I'm going to distribute. So I have xy plus 5x equals 3y plus 5. So now our job is to get the y's on one side, everything else on the other. So what I'm going to do is move my 3y over here. And I don't have a lot of room, so I'm going to do this in one step. And I'm going to move my 5x over here. So that goes away. So here's my arrow. What I end up with is xy minus 3y equals 5 minus 5x. On the right, left-hand side, both of these terms have y in them. So I'm going to take the y out like it's a GCF. And then my last step is I divide by x minus 3. And that lets me isolate the y. So inverse function of x equals 5 minus 5x over x minus 3. Make sure to watch the next video. It's super short to see how to do problem number 3.